Well, Sean, 2-2. I guess it's a good thing, really, to say that perhaps you're disappointed not to get all 3 points against Manchester
Yeah, I
United.
think it is a positive thing to say on this occasion. I think the performance was a marked improvement on the Bournemouth performance, and most of that was lack of energy for the team. And I took a gamble on playing them again in short succession, all the rest of it. But the reaction today was first class, I thought. We go down to, I'm sure you're going to ask me about the corner, so we're going into a bit more depth in that in a minute. But, we come in at half-time, we're a little bit aggrieved, obviously, but we haven't dealt with the situation either. So we've got to do better with that. But then second half, I thought reaction was excellent, and we spoke about that freedom to go and take the game on. And I thought they did. As the half wore on, we got a little bit deeper, but that's to be expected. The team psychology, go on then, let's get that first win. Unfortunately, it didn't come, good strike from them, but we defended pretty diligently all game, I thought. And now you can ask me about the corner now.
Well, I have to, don't I? Because same as Bournemouth last week, should never have been a corner.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's really annoying, look, we can still deal with it, okay, and all that sort of stuff, but the assistant referee's like 75 yards away. How are you meant to see that? And then why you'd go on the decision of the attacking team rather than the defending team? We're working hard to get out of there, the situation we're in. The players are working hard. Them decisions are massively important. And the reason why it's even more annoying is because, as we all know, the goal line technology says if there's 1 millimetre of the ball on the line, therefore it's not a goal, if you get what I mean. Well, however close it is, we've looked at it, obviously, it is on the line, whether it's 1 millimetre, 5 millimetres or not. That becomes a really important moment, quite obviously. So therefore, if they're going VAR, they waste all that time, refs looking at screens and the ref talking to the crowd. I can't believe it, because it slows down even more. Why not just use it for that? Why not just go, it takes 5 seconds. Someone to just go, right, it's 3 millimetres on. The biggest bugbear of mine, it's almost laughable now. Players take a corner. Have you noticed it's the ball's like, you might as well not bother having a quadrant now, because they just put it wherever they want. But they say it's in because, yet again, almost the shadow of the ball is over the line. Well, it's the same thing, so don't give it then. And don't give it from that distance. If you're 10 yards away, I might give the benefit of the doubt, one way or the other, but not when it's 70, 80 yards away. I think that's mad.
Yeah, and as you say, with the technology there, with VAR sitting watching it, I mean, I suppose goal line technology only points one way rather than the other, doesn't it? But that's got to be a way forward,
I'm well aware of, there have to be rules from IFAB, there has to be rules, and they always bring them out on occasions like this. But for me, there has to be an override for me. I've said it for the last couple of years, and I'm a fan of VAR. There has to be someone who overrides it and just says, no, that can't count because the ball's in, So there has to be something like that. And the reason is we've just shown 2 weeks on the trot that's happened. That can't be right for football. If you've got a technology to use like that and it'd take, 5 seconds? Someone just override the decision and go, no, that can't be it, in my opinion.
Let's move it on to the response you got start of the second half, because that must have been music to your ears to see that happen.
Yeah, very pleasing. Obviously there's been a lot of noise here about scoring goals for 1, scoring goals from open play for 2. We've obviously trying to correct that. We thought we put our side with the quality to do that, which we did, of course. I was really pleased mostly because I've been talking to them about with the quality of got put the ball in the box. And, the more times you do it with quality, the better chance you've got. Now, of course, you want to play into the box when you can, but sometimes you just got to put it in the right areas. And I thought we did. Great finish from Morgan. And then a really good finish, actually, when he gets in behind it for Sav. Pops up and he just, he stays calm, puts it in the goal. So pleased for the players, pleased for the effort, pleased for the fans in a way, but obviously we're disappointed to not get all 3.
Yeah. And what about that, the Manchester United equalising goal? We're talking VAR again, aren't we? A suspicion that maybe Matt Sell's eye line was interrupted by
they said it was a heel onside, I think. The handball, there is a handball, but it's when Emmett flicks off of him. I'm not sure where the rules, that's a tough one to call. But yeah, the offside, I think they looked at it, or from what I'm told, I haven't seen it back, but his heel is just onside. And therefore, yes, he's in the line of it, but he's onside. I mean, look, these are awkward ones. If it goes against you, you're probably, I try not to moan too much. I will say, do you know what is annoying for me? I've just come back into the job and I'm pleased to be here, that's for sure. And then I'm talking about referees again and VAR and all that. I mean, that's disappointing. I just want to talk about the team working hard and trying to win for Nottingham Forest, and I end up talking about things that have gone against us. So hopefully they'll balance themselves out, but they need to balance themselves out quickly, because that would have been a big win, not just a point for us.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously there are the issues with defending that corner when it finally comes in, but overall, steps in the right direction today?
Yeah. I mean, from that big feeling of beating Porto, and then a flat feeling after that, which, like I say, you change the team and you lose, and people say, "Why did you change the team? You play the team, and we didn't look physically right, etc., etc." We're all geniuses of hindsight. Trust me, I've never lost a game with hindsight. But no, the reaction today was absolutely first class support from the players. Fans were brilliant as well. That's important, especially when we got the second. The noise tremendous. And we're going to keep needing that because we've got a lot of games coming, a lot of work to be done.
And talking of that unchanged team, is it kind of in your mind now that it's going to have to start changing a little bit? I mean, you'll have to on Thursday because of various suspensions.
We're learning about the players, and I felt that the performance was so strong against Porto that we could go again, and we didn't. So that's something we're adjusting through the training schedule and the fitness levels. The deep line fitness, they're fit lads, but what I mean is the way that I want them to work, that'll improve. But yeah, I mean, look, we've lost another couple of hours. We'll wait till tomorrow to find out their injuries or the depth of their injuries. Callum's got a knock. We have to almost be careful, because if that knock is a strain rather than a dead leg, it's trouble. Dougie, we're waiting on. These are things when we're going, we've already got people out, have proved over the last few years to be good players at this football club. So yeah, I think we will have to look at changes, rotating, which I try and win every game, by the way. I'm not, everyone will know that. I'm not one for rotating all the time, but I think on this occasion we've got to be careful where we're going with this and make sure our players are fit and ready to deliver.